Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's Debsy, and place to be, it's Debsy. Boop. That's me, boop, Debsy. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you haven't noticed, I have a little doll up here. Happy Mardi Gras, and well, today is Fat Tuesday, finally. Something for the chunky girls. Fat Tuesday. So I thought I would, spruce up a little bit for the day. Got this off of Amazon. These came with it. Check it. And the beads are courtesy of Mecca Judy and Bloggerino friend extraordinaire, Kristen Burns. Thank you, Kristen, and I hope everybody enjoys the hat. Ooh, I love a little hat like that. Okay, so it is Tuesday. I hope everybody had a great Tuesday, or at least a good Tuesday. And it's Tuesday, so last night I watched the most boring man alive, and that was Zach on The Bachelor. So I'm going to talk a little bit about it, give you my thoughts on it. So last night they were in London. Of course, as soon as they got to London, they had to scream London, they had to scream Zach. I just want to say right ahead of time, I am so sorry to the UK, and I'm sorry to the inhabitants of London, the fine citizens of London that had to encounter any one of the ladies or Zach, especially Zach. So right off the bat, Zach tries to throw a pip pip and cheerio, and he said he was in a pub and he had fish and chips and he's seen some horses and there's royals and whatever in a sweater that looks like it was getting ready to attack him and choke his neck. So all the ladies settle down, they simmer down, and they receive a date card. It's a one-on-one, and before the one-on-one, Greer is talking about how she loves tea. Oh my God, I have a tattoo. I got a tat that's tea. Check out my tat that's tea. I got a tea tat, and my family loves tea. I just told Zach yesterday about how I love tea. Oh my God, it would be perfect to have tea. So one-on-one date comes. Gabby gets it. Greer loses her mind. So, because this should have been hers, because she got that tea-tat. She got that tea-tat. So, a butler shows up and says, "What is Gabby?" That's the worst English accent you could ever find. I could do a better one than that. And so she follows him out. They get in a car. They get in the back seat of a car, Zach and Gabby, that is, and they drink some champs, and then they go to what Zach thinks is the most romantic date to ever take place. And that is, they go to a perfumer. And this is just not any perfumer. Oh no. This is the guy that makes the perfume for all of the royals. So they go in, they sniff some domes that have perfume in them, and then the gentleman comes out to tell them all about what they're going to be doing. They go in the back and they smell different scents. Oh, have to tell you, this guy did not seem impressed at all. And once again, I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry from all of America that you had to endure this, because here's this guy who works with royals typically, and here's two Americans who are saying that his perfume smells like, his fragrances smell like Christmas and weed or Sour Patch Kids. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the world. And they then are told they can make a signature scent, which is going to be named after both of them. So they make the scent and they call it Rush Desperation. No, they really don't. I mean, they should call it Rush Desperation. They call it Zabby. Zach and Gabby. So there we go. There's that. They then go to another place where they meet the gentleman who was the Queen's butler. So he went from butlering for the Queen to Zach and girlfriend number 11. Okay. She tries on, they both try on, she tries on a crown, he tries on hats, they all try on hats, she tries on gowns. Zach looks like he has no idea of what he should be saying, so he just says, I like that, I like it. Oh, yes. Wow, okay, yes. They decide upon it is a beautiful dress that she decides to get. They then have high tea, at which whenever the girls find out later what happened, Greer once again loses her mind. But they have tea and they bring in the royal bloodline of corgis. They roll around on the floor, they pet the corgis, and she goes home with her ginormous haul. This is like the biggest haul of any influencer that has ever influenced or hauled. So she goes home, she shows her Jimmy Choo shoes. She shows her Jimmy Choo shoes. She shows all of her dresses and her clothes and her jewelry. And the ladies, some of the ladies are very excited. Some of them couldn't be bothered with even trying to look like they cared. Like, great. So I didn't get a one-on-one date. Now I got to watch this bitch talk about her shoes and all her clothes. Wonderful. So Greer, at the end of it, when she hears that they had high tea and they brought in the corgis, well, that's it. So she goes in to a hallway and lays on the floor, and I can't not even remember who joins her. But the worst part is they're sitting in the hallway. Another woman's consoling her. And so they have Gabby, of course, the producers are like, walk directly through them with everything. So she walks through like she's going to her room, when in fact they're sitting directly in front of her room. So then she has to walk past them again to get into the room. Oh, so that happened. And next we move on to, what was it? It was the date card, the group date card. So of course, everybody is like, I really hope I get it. The people that are saying it are people who are like, have not had a one-on-one yet. And Greer's really hoping that she's not on. Of course, the person that is always hoping the hardest that it's not them on the group date is always a person that's included on the group date. So by reason of deduction, the only person that's not on it is Charity. So it's going to be Charity. So the group date the next day, well, hold on a second before I get to that. Gabby and Zach, they go to dinner. She's talking to him. I have to tell you, I didn't pay much attention to the dinner, so anything could have happened and you wouldn't hear from me what happened. They then start playing that song. Well, it's like Fool's Russian, because I Can't Help Falling in Love with You by Elvis Presley, but it was the version that was done by UB40, which was from that movie Sliver with Sharon Stone and Billy Baldwin. Listen, Billy Baldwin when he was fine. Don't see the movie. It was absolutely terrible. There were a couple scenes where he looked real good. It was a terrible movie. But that was a good song. And there were a couple scenes where he looked real hot. Don't see it. It's called Sliver. But anyways, so I heard that and I was like, oh, I wonder why they're playing this. And then after she gets the rose, he says, well, I have another surprise. I have another surprise for you. And they go into the other room and listen, they actually had a band that I and other people have heard of. Like more than just one person in the Midwest that loved this person when they placed 15th on American Idol season 4. Listen, it was UB40 and they were singing this song. So they go in and they're dancing real nice at first. And then of course, Zach has to break out the fast dancing. He didn't do the lip thing, but no. That right there, that's enough birth control. Thank you. No, thank you. Once again, I'm so sorry, UB40, that you had to see that. ABC probably paid you, but I'm sorry. So everything was right with the world with them. So fast forward to the next day for the group date. The ladies were ready to go. They were handed some rather sad news for them. And that is Zach is feeling under the weather. He's not able to make it. But ladies, please, we have a double-decker bus outside. Please take advantage of it and go around and see the sights. They didn't seem too happy about it. They were up on the double-decker bus. I feel bad for the tour guide because he was really trying to do his best and make the best out of a crummy situation. And then it went from bad to worse because it started, thundering and raining. So they weren't happy. But they ended up going to a pub, and some of the ladies, including Greer, which I didn't think this was going to happen, but Greer was like, I'm going to try and make the best out of this situation and just have fun. And they did. Except for the twerking in front of that guard. Once again, I'm just sorry. Just blanket statement from an American. I'm sorry. So they were hoping that maybe he would show up for the second part of the group date, for the cocktail party. And he did not. A gentleman came in and was like, I'm sorry, he will not be, Sir Zachary will not be showing up, will not be here. So they were all pissed. So they all took a petal of the flower, which, okay. So they go back to the hotel, and they tell Charity, hey, listen, he didn't make it. He's sick. So now Charity is like, oh shit. Is he gonna make it for our one-on-one? Next day comes and Charity is all ready to go. She looks really pretty. And Jesse comes in and lays it on them that he has COVID. Now, listen, they were all upset because they won't get their one-on-one. I'm going to tell you, at that point, that would be the least of my worries. The least of my worry. That would be the absolute least of my worries. My biggest worry would be like, first of all, what are you doing with Gabby? Is she isolating? Is she getting tested? What is she doing? Second of all, I don't know if I even feel safe being here. I myself, because nobody's wearing, listen, nobody is wearing masks. Everybody's kissing up on him, sticking their tongue down his throat. What the hell? No. I probably would go home myself if that was me. But what are they doing with Gabby? I mean, when Logan got it, they were like, listen, you got to get off the boat and you got to go. And he was like, but I can just, I could isolate on the other side of the boat. And he was like, they were like, no, leave. So why is she getting to stay? I'm just saying. And Katie brought I don't know where she got the basket, but Katie brought a basket of things to his door. And I'm going to tell you, somehow I feel like her talking to a door was probably about the same as talking to him face to face, because the door probably has just as much personality. So now everybody's wondering, how's this cocktail party going to take place? He's sick. So what they did was just one of the oddest, most awkward things in the history of the show. And that is a virtual cocktail party. So all the ladies go into, all the ladies one by one go into the room, and they have like a Zoom one-on-one with him. I didn't think anybody was going to try and kiss him until that one lady, what's it, Kat, I think, that was like trying to kiss up on the screen. And so was he. No, nope. No, ma'am. No, thank you. He also made out with an orange. She asked me how to spell orange. If you know what that's from, tell me. She's so dumb. She asked me how to spell orange. So Zach made out with an orange, and then Greer comes in. Greer sat down, and I thought she was sitting far away from the screen, and I thought, are you interviewing for a job? Well, then she started talking about how she felt when she had the vid, and she compared it to like her job. Well, then he immediately got, like, you could tell his whole demeanor and everything changed. And he was kind of like, well, that's great, but I'm looking for love. This isn't a sales job. Okay, well, she was just trying to put herself in your shoes and tell you how she felt. She was trying to sympathize. Calm the F down. Like, honestly, maybe this was what was making me think, like, is this how he was during like his one-on-one fantasy suite with Rachel? I'm sorry, but when he made that look and then made her feel real bad for it, no. I'm gonna tell you, I don't think he's as great as all these other women are saying he is. I don't know. I could be wrong, but that was kind of like, ugh. So she was crying. She was all upset, like, you know, telling other women what had happened. And she was really for certain sure she was going to be going home. Like, honestly, I thought, well, she's going home. This is the week that Greer finally goes home. So the night of the virtual Zoom rose ceremony comes. And it is down to 3 ladies. Now, whenever he gave all the other ladies his rose, like, so-and-so, will you accept this rose? And he was like, Kat, will you accept this rose? Yes. Shaluli, will you accept this rose? There's no Shaluli. I can't remember any of the names. Brooklyn, will you accept this rose? Shaluli, will you accept this rose? I don't know. Amaya, will you accept this rose? I know those aren't names. So, but I just can't remember most of their names because I just don't know that I care about them that much. So, but then, so it came down to the final 3, Mercedes, Greer, and Kylie. Kylie. And when he said Greer, I thought to myself, shit, I didn't think this was going to happen. But when he said Greer, and then when she came up to get it, he didn't look that thrilled. I don't know if the producers just told him to keep her or what. I don't know. So that's where it ended. And Mercedes and Kylie were out. They were real upset. And listen, you'll find love. These people who don't find love on there, they always find love in the traditional way, not on TV and not on like Bachelor in Paradise or Love is Blind or 90 Day Fiance or any of those other shows that I will probably watch in my lifetime. So with that being said, please let me know what you thought about this episode. Listen, I'm in it now. So if nobody told you yet today, I love you, you're loved, seen, and heard. Please make sure that you put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, and positivity out there. And I will talk to you tomorrow when we discuss the ladies of New Jersey. Okay, guys, everybody, happy Fat Tuesday and happy Mardi Gras. And boop, I love you guys.